Hello, welcome. My name is Patricia Dawn and this is my personal YouTube channel. It's my desire to bring forward the medicine wheel as a tool to utilize for healing from addiction and all the harms and suffering that go along with that disease. And today, my desire also is to discuss leaving a relationship when in recovery. And recently I left my relationship to my partner and I'm in the throes of the pain and the regret and the hurt and the loss and the grief. And it's difficult in a way because they were somebody I had so much respect for, and because of who they were and their beliefs and how much they saw in me, which always surprised me. They really lifted up my life and really encouraged me to stretch. And I did. And I've gained even a better place in my life and in my recovery. And that's the power and the beauty of being in relationship and being able to want more for your partner. We aren't compatible to the degree of being able to be in a sustainable, committed relationship for a long term at this point. And it's really difficult to accept that. What I realized was when we were starting to really have our difficulties, I was researching, because that's what I do. I go to the mind right away and I want an answer, and if I can get all this information, I can find an answer. And I did find the attachment theory and found out I was an avoidant. And I can't diagnose what my partner was, but they weren't an avoidant, I know that. And it helped answer a lot of questions because I did feel incredibly overwhelmed and often afraid of being consumed. And it wasn't them particularly, it was the dynamics of other things that were involved in our environment. But I wasn't able to articulate it. I tried a few times to have a conversation. Everything just kept breaking down. And then I had a moment where my mental health really, it kind of fractured. And I knew I needed to go. And when we got together, it was kind of fast and furious in the sense that there wasn't the opportunity to build the foundation and a friendship, to really get to know who each other was and to understand that some of the things the other person does isn't intended to cause harm to the other partner. And all that healthy relationship stuff. And we were looking at the videos and we were learning and we were hopeful and excited, but still, we each have these broken pieces that kept coming up and cutting up what we were trying to weave within this connection. So I moved out and I told them I didn't want to break up. I didn't want to leave. I just needed the space. And they tried their best to accept that and to understand it. And for a few weeks, it was really neat. It was kind of novel, and I was able to breathe, and I was able to accept that I have this work to do around being an avoidant if I choose to be in relationship with others. And it affects everything, not just my intimate relationship with a partner. And I was working full time, and I moved into a place that isn't one you can regulate your nervous system in. It's busy. It's very busy and very noisy, and it's on a highway, and there's 19 dogs that live in the house next door. At least that's what it feels like. But we got to the final stage of letting go of the relationship, and you want to watch two people hurt? It's us. There was so much we dreamt about doing and building and being. And we just weren't compatible. We started really hurting each other, and then things got like really angry, and stuff was said that stayed stuck on the skin, if you want to call it. And so in this moment, I've just listened to a message from him. And he's in a place of accepting now that we're not going to continue moving forward with this relationship, and I have found a new place to live, so I'll be starting over. And I'm leaning into the program of the 12 steps. And the first one is accepting I'm powerless over this reality, and that by accepting the truth, what needs to come forward from the unseen world can do that. And when I stand in the center of the medicine wheel, I know that to honor one is to honor all. So I have to start with my fire first. I have to start with my spirit, my well-briety, where I'm at in my recovery. How do I build myself, heal myself, learn from another 12-step program how to be in relationship with another human being and myself? I'm really good at abandoning myself and making it all about somebody else. And we had these moments that were so potent. Like there was not a shred of doubt. It was full on belief we were going to do this and we were going to do it good. And for me, I haven't been able to be in relationship for a long, long time. So I was pretty excited about it. And they hold so many things that I'm attracted to and felt safe with. Like, they really offered me a space of sanctuary in the beginning, and I healed, and I stepped into the program even more and felt blessed, incredibly blessed. And still do. I do not regret this for a second. And that's what the program allows me to do, is to accept and stand in the unknown and surrender to the great mystery of life, and to be willing to learn and be willing to continue on the red road. And because of the feelings I have for him, I'm not anywhere near willing to entertain anything else. I still think about him a lot. I still enjoy the memories and all those sweet moments, and I still think about the plans. Because for the first time in my life, I wasn't afraid. It wasn't a violent relationship. There was elements of personalities that I wasn't too excited about, but that's what happens when we're coming apart, I guess, and the hurt pieces show up and start talking. And so I'm just going to settle into the healing and trusting the Creator in all of it, and to learn, because should that opportunity ever show itself again, I want to be more than I was this time. And if I get to come back and meet him again on the red road, I think that could be the ultimate gift. I felt so accepted by him. Like, I've had folks that aren't too attracted to how outspoken I am or what I stand for or the things that I do, because I can be radical. And he was okay with it. So what I've come to realize is that I've grown enough in this life and through the 12-step program and all the other work I'm doing, because I don't just simply expect the 12-step program to meet all my needs, is that in that time and in that place, I really got to experience loving someone without fearing it. I did run, as an avoidant does, but I worked hard to stay open, and I worked hard to see how I could change and to get honest about the things I do need to change. And so I'm not bitter, and I'm not, he's all bad and I'm the victim. That doesn't work at all. And we have a lot of mutual community, and some of our folks were hurting for us, because that's how much love had come from this connection. Like, even the people around us loved us. And so I don't know how that works, because I'll definitely cross his path or he'll cross mine. But I'm going to surrender that too. I'm not going to fear it. I really want to know how to walk in a good way, how to honor everyone and everything, and how to be in relationship with myself, with the earth, with my children, maybe someday with another human being. But just for today, I wanted to bring this here because I wanted to show that although it's not easy, life itself or recovery, anything's possible. When I'm aligned on the red road, when I keep my heart open, when I trust the Creator, when I do my work, when I live this program like I see so many good people do, anything is possible. And I've been in the rooms of the 12-step program meetings for many years, and I've seen people come in and say, I've been diagnosed with a terminal illness, I only have a few months to live, and they're still here today, and it's been years. I witnessed a couple one time share how they aren't able to have children, and the woman was so devastated, and 6 months later she was pregnant. I've seen things in the room I don't see outside the rooms. I've seen the power of addiction take lives, and I've seen the power of perseverance and resilience and faith save lives. And so today I thank you for being here. I thank you for listening to the hurt. And I thank you for being willing to give me your time and your energy. And I wish you many blessings and much light. Hiy Hiy, all my relations. Matak Yaswin.